fairy tale you've ever been told was a lie, including my favorite, The Little Mermaid. Deep down at the bottom of the sea lived some mermaids and some mermen. 6 sisters lived down under the sea and all of them were princesses. But the youngest was quieter and more thoughtful than the other sisters. Now each of the sisters has their own little garden under the sea where they would take things from shipwrecks and put them in their garden to decorate. It's cute now, but it's not going to be cute for long. In these gardens might be seashells or, I don't know, like anchors, just random stuff. But the littlest mermaid's garden only had 2 items in it. One of those items was a bouquet of roses, and the other was a statue of a human boy. They all wondered about the world above the sea, I mean, wouldn't you? But the Little Mermaid wondered a bit more than her sisters. Now, each of the mermaids were raised by their grandmother, and the grandmother had a rule that when they turned 15, they could go above the surface to look at the world around them. The Little Mermaid has been waiting her whole life for this moment, and when she finally turns 15, she swims up to the surface. She sees a ship, and it's carrying royalty, and they're throwing a party, specifically for a young prince. And let's be honest, we all know Prince Eric was hot. But it was storming that night, and the ship wrecks. The ship starts to sink, and then the Little Mermaid sees the prince. He's sinking below the ship, and she's so excited to see him. But then she remembers that humans can't survive under the water. So she saves him, and she brings him above the water. This is where the story falls away from the traditional Ariel that you know and love. She asks her grandmother about the prince, and her grandmother explains to her that humans don't live as long as mer people. Mer people can actually live up to 300 years. But humans have souls, and mer people don't. So humans may die earlier, but they live forever in heaven. Ariel decides she would rather live 1 day as a human and the rest of eternity as a soul than live 300 years being a mermaid. Her grandmother tells her not to think about that because the only way a mermaid can get a soul is if a human falls so in love with her that his soul merges with her and she gains a soul. That's when she goes to see the sea witch, like for part 2.